Have you ever considered the possibility that you were preoccupied with the future to acknowledge the fact that the most joyful moment of your life has already transpired? What if the very thing you're trying to achieve, the thing you believe will bring you happiness, is actually the thing that's keeping you from experiencing it? I discovered this the difficult way. I reached my lowest point 3 years ago. Imagine myself with a Mountain Dew in hand and my phone in the other, placing my fifth takeout order for the week at 3 in the morning. It appeared like a gaming cave in my room, my folks' basement. The room is filled with empty energy drink cans. The curtains are always closed, and the only source of light is my triple monitor setup, which I use to play World of Warcraft. There were 265 pounds of me. Where I keep my money? The total is negative 43.82 cents. My dating life. To put it simply, my bond with my raid squad was the most significant one in my life. However, before I went to sleep each night, this is what I told myself. My plan is to get a job, meet a girlfriend, and then move out as soon as I lose weight. At long last, I will be content. Once that is done, my actual life can start. But suddenly it all came together. It was a modest beginning. Very little. Swapped the energy of one monster for water. Took a 10-minute stroll around the block. Submitted one resume for every position I applied to. Every small triumph was thrilling. When I was applying for jobs, my heart would beat whenever I pushed the submit button. Whenever I was able to walk longer than the previous day, I would have this strange flutter of excitement. The most surprising source, nevertheless, provided the actual breakthrough: my gaming addiction. You see, I used to spend months grinding for the best gear in World of Warcraft. After I earn that fabled blade, I'll play the game to its fullest, I'd convince myself. However, what transpired thereafter? I would get the blade, flaunt it in Stormwind for a day, and experience? Naught. Being well equipped was never the point. It was all part of the excitement of acquiring it. After a year and a half, I had shed 87 pounds, landed a good job, met my wonderful partner, and finally had my own apartment. In that basement, I was experiencing the life of my dreams. However, I soon became aware of a nagging emptiness. I experienced a similar void following the acquisition of that fabled blade. I was finally smacked by it at that point. Those first few trembling laps around the block were the best times of my life, in the tense minutes just before you submit your employment application, even with sweaty hands and everything, while you're having those awkward initial discussions with girls. Pursuing the goals was more enjoyable than actually achieving them. This is where it gets crazy. Do you remember those Instagram accounts? Those people who seem to have it all. Flawless physique, ideal careers, and idyllic lives? Either they're experiencing the same sort of hollowness, or they're already planning for something else. That is the untold secret that no one shares with you. The race has no endpoint. There is no magic formula for everlasting joy. Is there a way to fix this? Okay, here are 2 things. First and foremost, you should constantly be actively pursuing something. Perhaps it's expanding one's culinary repertoire beyond microwavable items. It might be reading that book on your nightstand for a long time. Maybe it's picking up that neglected guitar of yours and learning the first 3 chords. The magnitude of the objective is irrelevant, as if having a driving force is all that really matters. And next, though, and most importantly, this is the larger reality. Find a way to live now. If that inner monologue is trying to trick you, it will be happy. There is no future milestone at which you will find your dream life. When you're just slightly out of your comfort zone, when you're making progress, when you're victorious, when your heart races, that's when it's waiting for you. If you want to start living your best life, all you have to do is wake up tomorrow. I don't mean that you'll magically have all your desires fulfilled. I mean that you'll come to realize that the beauty of living the dream lies in the journey itself. You become stronger via the process. the development, the everyday victories, and yes, even the setbacks. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.